Hi everyone and welcome back to the Big Bods. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I promised last week that we would show off our Fairground today, and then I suddenly realised that it's the third week in July and therefore it's Leah's turn to do an episode. So I'm going to take her up to the Lego room because she has seen some of the rides motorised but she hasn't seen them all at once, and I thought it would be nice to sort of get her reaction whilst I show you around the Fairground. Ian's also filmed a bit of footage to show you how to light up the Disney castle yourself, so I'll add that at the end of this, but we're going to head up to the Lego room now and see what Leah thinks.
Record video.
Okay, look over that way, Leah, so you can see.
Ready?
Are we ready?
Right, we're going to start the Disney castle. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop.
Wow. These light up. Are you gonna do this and the movement?
Is that super cool?
Is that very pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Leah, over here. So you think that spinner spins? Say, Daddy, make the spinner
Are we
spin.
ready?
Dada, make the spinner spin.
Okay, what do you think goes next? Pick another one.
Carousel.
Carousel, please, Daddy. Which one next then?
Disney Castle.
We've already done the Disney Castle. Pick a different one.
Rollercoaster.
Roller coaster.
Roller coaster.
I knew that could do it. That's why I picked it. Hello, everybody.
Here it goes.
Ooh. Ooh.
Hey, chugga, 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 chugga.
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Bonk. Which one next there?
Train.
Train. Okay.
Ready? I'm ready.
Go.
Go. People in the train.
Who put those people in the train?
Me.
Watch out, don't let it get you.
Turn on the Ferris wheel, Daddy.
You don't need to get closer. Whee! What do you think of that one?
Do I not know that others can move? Aeroplane.
The aeroplane can't go. They're right in front of you, the ones that can still go, so have a look. Ready?
Ready.
Swings, please, Daddy.
Anything?
Nope. Yep.
I know it can do that. It's spinning super fast.
It is. It's a bit too fast, isn't it, Leah?
No, it's not. It's the
No, it
perfect
isn't.
speed.
I want it to go
That
faster.
is the perfect speed.
No.
I want it faster.
No, not faster. You lot are
Faster,
all crazy.
faster,
Would you want it to go faster if you were
faster.
on it, Leah?
No.
No. Yeah. Donk. Okay. Say underwater loop, please, Daddy.
Underwater loop, please, Daddy. Oh, yes, I remember that. The colored parallel. Party mode, please, Daddy.
What do you think party mode is, Leah?
Blocking the train.
Something's blocking the train.
Train's still not going.
That's jerky.
Yes.
Right, Leah, which was your favourite ride in the fairground?
Disney Castle.
Still the Disney Castle. Is that still your favourite? You don't like the look of any of the other rides?
Castle.
Which was better, when one thing was on at a time or when they were all on at once?
Party mode.
Party mode. We love party mode. Cool. Right.
Bye.
Thanks, Leah. So Leah started off pretty subdued and just interested to see what was coming next, but by the end in party mode she was a bit crazy and really enjoying it. Her favourite is still the Disney Castle, despite all of those awesome interactive rides. Now the rides, you'll notice they were just being set off. I wasn't touching any buttons or anything. So we use the fairground on our live streams on a Sunday evening, and you can set them off via the chat. So Ian wrote a custom chatbot, and they use Bluetooth motors, so that's how we connect to them. Ian thought he would give you an overview of how he wired up the lights for the Disney Castle to work with the Bluetooth motors. So that's what I'll show you now. Over to Ian.
These are the things that I used. We have a bunch of cables. We have some lights from Lee Go. Who knows how you pronounce it? And the Bluetooth motors themselves. So the question is, how do we go about connecting a light up to this? So these are the lights that I got. They are some cheap thing from China. When I say cheap, I don't necessarily mean they're not that expensive, but they're made very cheaply, and that is kind of important. So let's open it up and take a look at what we've got. So we have got the light, which I think is on backwards on this one, but never mind. We should be able to attach that. There's a blob of glue that's getting in the way. Let's try it that way round. There we go. So we've got a light. So this is similar to what you would see with the Palace Cinema. It comes with these, but I think you can just about see in there you've got some LEDs. Let's see if I can work around this camera and undo the cable. So as I said, these are cheaply made. So, you know, as I said, there's a big blob of glue that stops it from attaching in some directions. But that's kind of important from what we're doing, or at least it makes the job easier. But look at that. So we've got a nice long, thin cable, which you can hide under your Lego. And you know, you've got two strands there, very thin, nice and easy to hide, and a USB plug on the end. There we go. So now you can see it does a nice little light display, some flashing lights. So this isn't in any way programmable. You plug it in, it goes through its set sequence. Having it go into a USB plug, which then won't come back out. Okay, so just to show you how cheaply made it is, the casing for the USB has already fallen off, which is good because we didn't need that. But it does make it harder to get the whole thing out of the USB. This is what we've got. We've got the metal casing for the connector, and in there you've got a resistor. So if you've done any electronics work, you will know that LEDs need to be protected by a resistor. There's a way for calculating which one you need and everything, but I can't remember what it is. So yeah, we'll just go with it's a nice resistor. It'll depend on what you're connecting it to, what level you need. So let's see if we can get this out. So there we go, there's a nice bit of plastic. We just need something long. What have we got that's long? Random bit of Lego lying around, that'll work. There you go. So, if anyone who's not seen inside a USB connector before, you've got 4 pins. I can't remember what they are. Power, neutral, data and transmission maybe. But if you can see on the back here, the 2 wires, the one with the resistor goes to one cable, 1 pin, and then the wire itself just goes to another pin. So what we need to do is we need to get those out. So fortunately it's cheap plastic, so it breaks very easily, I say. And then we should just be able to push that down on the hard surface, and the pins will hopefully come out without bending too much. That's what we're aiming for. There we go. So we have it. We now have 2 pins. A bit of glue that's not particularly needed. So, if we look back at here, we have the socket that needs to go into, and we've got 2 pins. So this is where these cables come in handy. I have no idea where these came from. I had them in a box of electronics. There's loads of different cables in here, but the ones we need are the female to female. So these ones here. So we just need 2. Doesn't really matter what colour they are. In this case we've got purple and grey. So we plug one of those pins in nice and carefully. That's about a better connector. So let's push that one a bit harder. There we go. And then we can plug these in. So we've got 3 sockets on the front. We'll go with C, and then we'll put them in and see if it works. I'm sure everyone knows that LEDs only work when connected one way. So turn it on, nothing happens. Ooh, try and turn it back off. We turn them around, plug them back in, turn it on, and there you go. We now have a working LED light system coming from a Bluetooth block. So on the block we've got a switch on the back, which is quite hard to actually use, but so at the moment it's in on, in the middle is off, and over this side we've got Bluetooth. In order to now control it, we're going to use Fairground. This is NRF Connect. This is a standard program which is used by a lot of companies if they're trying to help you debug Bluetooth problems. We have this device, Tenka 6613. Circuit Cubes is maybe also known as Tenka. Tenka owns it. They're used kind of interchangeably in places, but anyway, Tenka Circuit Cubes, it's the same thing. So we will open this up, we connect to it, and we have a bunch of Bluetooth stuff that you don't really need to understand, but we're going into this Nordic service. We've got the RX characteristic, so it's this write no response, which can you just about see? There we go, let's move a bit more central. There we go, so this write no response, we click on the little up arrow using our fat fingers, and then the code we want to type in is plus 255, so that means turn the motor on full power, or turn the socket on full power, and then we are plugged in to C, so we just had a C on the end, we send that and it lights up. So there we go. And to stop it, we just have to send in a 0 and it turns back off again. So obviously you don't need to be controlling this from your phone. If you know some basic programming, you can write a little Bluetooth program so you can turn it on and off. As I said, I've connected it up to a chatbot which works with both YouTube and with Twitch, but there's a whole host of different things that you can do. So hopefully that's shown you how simple it is. Obviously, I said I've not checked that the resistors are the correct level, so it could damage the LEDs. That's why you want to go with a nice cheap one. A more expensive one might have extra circuitry in there that might actually allow you to control it in some ways, in which case this would be a lot more complicated. So you want nice, simple, cheap ones. If they break, they break.
So I think that was pretty straightforward. It made sense to me, and I'm no electronic genius, so it was nice to see how Ian had actually done it, because he did wire up the Disney Castle as a surprise. He didn't tell me he was doing that. And I think actually it's one of my favourite things in the city. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. A little bit of a mixture going on. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. If you are interested in coming and riding some of the rides during our live stream, then we are always live streaming on Sunday evenings, 8:30 in the UK. So whatever that is in your time zone. You're most welcome. We normally build a set and play with the fairground and have a little chit chat. It's always fun. If you want to check out more about our fairground, then I've got a playlist for our fairground that I'll link up for you now. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an update. See you later.